Hey, what's up? I'm sitting here with Generationals. We're in the VTech interview booth. How you doing, guys?
Good. We're very good, thanks.
Grant and
Ted.
Ted. I'm Josh. I said that off camera, but I wanted to do that on camera as well. So, good, nice to meet you.
Josh, what's up?
Nothing, not at all. You guys are New Orleans locals, right?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
But do you currently live here, or do you call somewhere else home?
We do. Well, we tour a lot, so, but yeah.
The road is your home.
Home for us, yeah.
How far away did you guys grow up from City Park here?
I'm actually really close to my childhood home here. When I was born, my folks lived in a little house in Lakeview, which is just right across Marconi here, and then I grew up from like middle, 5 years old to graduate till finishing high school in a neighborhood called Lake Vista, which is just like right on at the end of City Park at the north end. So every year when Voodoo happens, like I can hear all of it at my parents' house. So it's really interesting to be.
So this was kind of like your, oasis from the parents during high school. You guys would go hide in City Park and do bad stuff, or is that just a West Coast thing, hanging out in parks?
Actually, City Park actually has. Yeah, I mean, I'm really experienced with City Park because like I said, I grew up about a block from it, and City Park doesn't really have the rep for having like to be the cool place where kids come to like do whatever. It's more of a like. It's not really that vibe. There are other places in town that like fill that role for us, but this is like annually probably the biggest thing that happens in City Park. So I think most people probably associate City Park with Voodoo Fest. There's a football stadium right here too where they have like high school games, but
apparently today on USA Today that sold out Voodoo Fest, so it was like a big thing. So it's a good thing to be part of this year. This is your guys' first time playing Voodoo Fest?
Yeah, first time playing and ever.
How's it feel?
Feels really good.
Hometown boys making good, like that sort of thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think that's the Turner phrase or something like that. Yeah.
That's a good narrative. I like that.
So you guys are on the road, touring around a lot. So you have a record currently out, and are you working on one, or are you just supporting that on the road? What's happening?
Yeah, we're working on writing a lot of new stuff, but a lot of the stuff we're playing now is from our first record, which came out in July. So it's still pretty fresh, and we're touring around playing all that stuff. But we're also we've been throwing in some of the newer songs too, and we intend to start working on another recording pretty soon.
Did you record here in New Orleans?
No, we recorded in D.C. With our friend Dan Black, who lives up there. We recorded at his house. Yeah.
So where'd you guys come from just before here? Were you coming from another town? Or on a hiatus or what?
yeah, we were in Atlanta on Wednesday night, and then we drove home all day yesterday and got home like evening-ish yesterday, and then crashed and like did laundry. I assume everyone did laundry. I hope you did. I really hope that he did laundry. Okay. Yeah, and then we just got up this morning, and we've been doing this all day today, and then we'll kick it out of here on Sunday to go like to Birmingham. Yeah, and some other.
So we're obviously it's Halloween's tomorrow, and we're in New Orleans, and has that voodoo vampire spooky vibe. What was it like growing up, living here during this time? With Voodoo Fest aside, but like just was it fun? Was it the town really gets into it? I hear so.
Yeah. Are you from here? No. Okay, so you don't know.
I live in LA, but I'm from Portland.
Okay. Yeah, New Orleans gets really intense about Halloween. I mean, in a big way. They go like, I think people try to like really freak each other out with how they. But yeah, there's this block called street called Frenchman Street. Yeah, and like it's just gonna be packed tonight with ghoulish creatures tonight. But yeah, I think people take it as seriously here as anywhere, and try to go really to the extreme with it. So it is it's a pretty cool town to like experience Halloween in. You should do it.
Okay, guys, this is a question I have. This is off topic. Okay, so a werewolf gets killed by a silver bullet, right? A vampire by a stake through the heart. What kills Frankenstein?
I think if you make fun of him, yeah, to his face. Yeah, he dies of embarrassment. Yeah.
I felt like Frankenstein before in my life. So embarrassment. Okay. Harsh criticisms, gotcha. That's what the generationals say about how Frankenstein will get his demise. Well, thank you guys very much, and have a good time for the rest of the festival and on the tour and everything. We'll be looking up for the next offering. Generationals. Thanks, guys.